Yeah, that's definitely key. You have to definitely look at your particular market, your strategy to see if it makes sense. Definitely see some of the benefits there because if it's you're in a very competitive market, you want to be able to offer these amenities that bring in, tenants and be able to kind of ask for, more premium size rents. So that's a
Yeah,
definitely a great point.
every property is different. Just like when you go to buy a property, you look at that property for that property, and you can't compare it to necessarily other properties. You got to look at what's this property about. The same thing holds true with the cable contract. Is
Mm.
what's the situation? What kind of residence do I have? What's my situation? What's the marketplace like? You got to look at all those things.
Yeah, even on top of that as well, depending on like if it's like a buy and hold long term or like a short term deal where you're just
Right.
trying to extract as much revenue out of it and sell it for maximum amount on the retail market. So it's definitely a lot of different keys that you have to look into see if it makes sense for you in your situation.
Well, it's funny. That's one of the questions we ask new clients is, what's your long-term goal here? Are you trying to, do we want to heavy up on the revenue share if at all possible? Because do we want to, increase your ongoing, your ongoing profit on a monthly basis and impact your total value, right? I mean, if you can add $2 per unit per month in that factor in the cap rate, and the value goes up tremendously.
Hmm.
So, what are your goals? Are you trying to get that value up so that you can borrow against it, refinance, and take that money and invest in other things? Or are you trying to, get a lump sum of money up front to do, maybe some deferred maintenance?
Hmm.
We had a property owner in Tennessee. They were starting out. They were relatively new in multifamily, and we did they bought a property. They were gonna, they sunk most of their cash into it. They didn't have a lot of disposable cash available. So what they wanted to do was get as much money for the cable contract as possible, because they were going to be raising the rents to market rate, and they wanted to dump some money back in to do something tangible. It's one thing if you raise the rent. It's another
Hmm.
thing if you raise the rent and people see that you're improving it. New owner comes in and they raise the rent $100 and nothing changes. That's not good. New owner comes in, raises the rent $100, and guess what? They redid their pool deck, the whole entire
Hmm.
area, with the money that they got from the cable contract.
Wow.
That was their objective, so we focused on that. But you're right. I mean, it just depends on the situation, like we were just talking about.